Welcome back to the part 2 of the channeling session Divine Feminine reignites accepting energies towards the Divine Masculine. And now let's get started. So the Divine Feminine has started realizing that he is making excuses, or he is sharing that type of energy where he is very much interested and he's very much drawn towards her, and he is behaving in a nice way, in a way that it's not like how it used to be earlier. I didn't want to make the comparison, but just for the explanation for the channeling's energy, I have to, where he was not there, he was there, but sometimes he was missing, and it was like a very ghost like energy, like nobody in her life had seen him ever, not her friends and not her family. And as it is, the Divine Feminines, most of you don't have so many friends, you're very limited friends, because this is what inner work does to you. When you do inner work, you will slowly and gradually start cutting off from most people, and anybody who is in your periphery would either be of some regular work, or some important conversation, some discussion where you are needed or they are needed. Even with family, because most of you have narcissistic family templates, and most of you have to heal a lot of abusive patterns. So you will create your own world, and before the separation, you will have a different life, and after the separation and after the surrender stage and the radiance stage and the harmonization stage, you will see in all stages you will be going through different things, different lifestyle patterns. Now, I always talk specifically to the stages. So in this stage, because this is related to radiance, which is the 6th stage of this journey, here the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine's dynamic is such that earlier they would both be not present in each other's life. I mean, if the feminine feels that he was a ghost-like person, even the masculine on his end used to feel the same thing, that she is there, she is like in my thoughts, I talk to her, I share so much with her, but she's not there as a person, she's not present, be it my social media, or be it my friend circle, or be it my family circle, but she's still with me in my room all the time, and she felt the same, that he's in my room all the time, like his energy is always with me. So when the radiant stage happens, even then it's not necessary that she becomes suddenly a very social person or suddenly this, but then people start looking up to her. That is a sure shot guaranteed thing. And those who make her feel small by their talks or by their energy or by their behavior, she does not take it anymore. And there is a big difference in a spiritual person who is who's just pretending to be spiritual, and a real spiritual person, because a real spiritual person is very close to being a perfect person. I mean the real one, the authentic ones. A lot of people have this confusion that if you're a spiritual person, you will always talk in a soft voice, you will always be lighting incense sticks around you, or you would be sitting in a corner in deep meditation only, and you would be wearing a white robe or there would be a halo on your head or something like that. That's not the case. And spiritual people, a real spiritual person is a very authentic person. They act according to the situation. Let me tell you, they act according to the situation, but not just like anything they feel like doing. They do what is best. There are places where you have to lie also, in some places with some people. It's not a lie, a harmful lie. It's a lie where you cannot tell everything about yourself. If they ask you some questions, oh, tell me how many people live in your house, or tell me what do you do for a living, or tell me this, or tell me that, then you cannot tell them everything, because obviously they don't even have that much gray matters, or they don't even have that much maturity to understand who you are. So you keep your conversations limited and restricted with some people. For some people, if they ask you, are you free, or let's hang out, you have to lie to them. You have to say, yeah, I'm very busy, or I don't have time, or because you don't want to share your energy with everybody. and you're not in the mood. There are some people who are mean by nature, or there are some people who always act like, they throw a lot of tantrums and they do this and they do that. So these feminines know how to handle those type of people as well. So earlier what was happening is that their energy, because they used to get affected by those people and they used to react, or they would keep that energy in their heart and they would not vent it out, or they would, like you have an argument with someone or you have a conversation with someone and you say a certain things and they say a certain things to you, and then you come back to your space and you realize that, oh, I didn't even say that, I didn't even say those lines which I should have said, and now you sit and feel very guilty about you didn't say this or you acted like that. So these are the things that we cover in therapy also, those guilty words. 10 years back you had an argument with someone said something to you and you didn't reply to them in the right appropriate way, but you carry the weight of it even now. So many such things, they pile up now. Because of therapy, because of inner work, because of going deep within, she's able to understand and she's able to be her real self. Wherever it is required for her to be sweet and nice and soft spoken and adorable, it will naturally happen. But where it's not required, for example, you have a broken laptop at your house and you have to fix it with a technician. Now, if you're not going to be stern and disciplined and how you should be professional, they will take you for a ride. They'll charge you a lot. So you have to be very disciplined sounding person, very wise, mature person who doesn't even talk too much. But if you're talking to an animal, you're talking to a pet, you would talk, or you're talking to a child, you would talk in a baby voice, right? So these are the things that she knows where to draw line. I'm just giving an example. Don't take it literally like that. There are at times you have to be very stern with the babies also, because babies, as in a little bit of grown-up children who need disciplining, then you cannot be sweet with them. At the same time, you can't always be very stern and over-disciplined. You have to act according to the situation and the energy that is being observed by you, because most of the times you first observe it and then you take whatever steps are required. So these are just examples I'm giving you. And why am I giving you these examples is because when you do these things step by step, one by one, the energy that is supposed to make you a beautiful person, a real person, an authentic person, that energy will become more and more in you. And the things that make you feel like a bad person or whatever, like bad and good is both required on planet Earth. Whatever makes you, feel shameful or guilt and negative about your own self, your self-image and this and that, you know how to take care of the energy, basically. So now what she's noticing is that in comparison with what it was before, this divine masculine, why I say this, because you can say that the previous one was a doppelganger of your divine masculine, and your image was also a doppelganger of you. They were not really you and it wasn't really him. A changed and an awakened divine masculine is different. So she feels that, he knows what my heart wants. He knows what type of space I need and when I don't need space, or when I want to, when he has to extend support and when he doesn't have to extend support. She'd never thought that he would be like that, but I think it is a complete result of what she is doing to herself, because she is there to stand for herself. She is there to give support to herself. She is there to extend her love to herself, and she is there to also protect herself from people who are energy vampires or people who are narcs, or she even heals the narc templates with time. So there is a way to do that. So there is a mood that she is in where she is singing and she's dancing. It doesn't mean that she's singing and dancing all the time, but it's just a mood, it's just a mood where you let go and you chill and you relax. So now she is saying that this handsome man, and so she can sense his sexuality towards her as well. When you're in the separation, they were in that hatred mode. So they were like, no, I don't want to think about this person. But now when the wounds are healed, she understands and he understands that they're both actually genuinely attracted to each other spontaneously. It's not like they have to make an effort for one another. Even if, she's just gotten up from the bed early in the morning, her hair is messed up, she's wearing pajamas, or she's, very simple, she's not even brushed her teeth. Even then he finds her beautiful and attractive and very nice, And then the same is for her, that he doesn't need to always come in a tuxedo with great fragrance or with all his machoism. He can be whatever he wants to, and still she finds him attractive. So these are the things that both of them are noticing in one another. And she is also being a bit sarcastic in this channeling, where she says that I know what he wants from me. I know he wants to get close to me. I know he wants to spend time with me. I know he wants to hug me, because they are still not in the harmonization. They are in the radiance stage. So harmonization happens after the radiance stage, but there is a cute flirtatiousness. There's a cute sarcasm. There's a cute funny energy, also a fuzzy, warm energy. So she's saying that I know what he wants from me. Okay, and I know what his eyes are seeking and what his heart is seeking and things like that, She feels that, every time he looks at her, he heaves a sigh of relief, because they have crossed such a difficult, like a river of fire, an ocean of fire. And she feels that he's finally heaving a sigh of relief upon seeing her around him and happy and relaxed and chirpy, in her mood, in her zone, being herself. So she sees that, but she also knows that he finds it very attractive to see her as the way she is, because many a times, even though these were the things that made them come to each other, close to each other, all the positive qualities, but the negative qualities or the negative energy was so heavy that it was totally diffused the goodness and the love and all the kindness and the sweetness of the relationship. So now it's there, and she also sees that what is he looking, the way he's looking at me, the way he's from the corner of his eyes, always focused, and always like there is so much they want to say to each other. There's so much they want to talk to each other about, but it's just that they're talking via the smiles and the winks, and you can see on social media also they are interacting via some messages and some, like smileys, you can say emoticons, and they're not talking much. Their bodies are talking, the tone is talking, the body language is talking, the eyes are talking, the smiles are talking, and the energy, most importantly, the energy is talking. And for those also who are in no contact situation, despite being in radiant stage, it's like they are enjoying his thoughts. Now, earlier they were so upset with his thoughts. It was like, oh, I hate this person. Now they remember all the good things he used to do, the way he used to chuckle at her, the way he used to smile at her, wink at her, or just hold her, or just write those very, very beautiful messages in between, or send those really romantic, or really like not even romantic, very unconditional memes. He would do so much research, and he would find the things, and he would just want to show it to her, how much he loves her. So not only she's remembering that, reminiscing all the good things, but now she feels a very loving energy from her, that beautiful energy that should have always been there, but unfortunately it wasn't there. So she feels that, she has not suddenly, but like in that context suddenly, but not overall, she has suddenly started feeling love for him. And it's like little bit of love, little bit of sweetness, little bit of kindness, little bit of, he's so nice to me, he is this, he is that. But this work that you do, this inner work, is not easy. Let me tell you guys, that's why the therapies are so important. And the inner work, by the time you reach towards the final stages, you know what all you have gone through. So you don't dwell on the past. You don't keep making those comparisons. You have to come back to the present moment. You have to keep coming back. So in between also, if by chance there are any such thoughts that are a little heavy and a little negative, she knows how to snap out of it. Like this, like this. She snaps out of it, and she goes like, no, I don't know. And then suddenly she's like, again. So one more thing that the divine feminines need to do is they cannot be thinking about the divine masculine all the time. So now when she thinks of him, it's only when he makes the effort. It's not like she's just sitting and thinking all day long, daydreaming and going like, yeah. It's it's basically in comparison with the way she was reacting to the previous thoughts. Like previously her reaction was very negative, very harmful reaction, and it required the transmutation of fear-based, anger, rage-based, repressed emotion into love. So that was not happening. Now, after all the continuous work that she's put into it, into this journey, she is now basically feeling that type of a relief and relax. So if by chance spontaneously she thinks of something about him, she thinks, and that's it. She's not going to dwell on it for 1 hour. So it is more, the energy is coming from his side more. From 5D also, from 6D, and in 3D also, because 3D will break away. Let me tell you, 3D world will not have so much importance. 3D world is only for doing formalities, because you cannot just completely forget about the body. The body is there, the soul is there. On planet Earth, you need to do a balance of it. So whatever is required, your identity, wherever it's needed, you will do all those things. And remaining time, you have to always remember that you are a soul, because this is the thing that you're here to do. Even though you're in the body, but you're here to remember that you're a spirit and you are a spiritual being. And the body is a temporary phase. So you will not be completely attached with it. You will know that body has a certain role to play. You will respect the body, and automatically, like when I say what's within it is always without. What's within will always be seen outside. So if you are internally a content, a peaceful person, automatically you will start making lifestyle choices where you will be eating healthy, you'll be living healthy, you'll be thinking healthy. All these things you would be doing. So on this note, the channeling ends over here. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out.